Welcome back to CryptoQ Media channel. We appreciate you taking the time to visit us. It looks like 2025 is going to be a huge year. The value of one Bitcoin will rise to more than 100,000 in due time. With 2018 being the most recent year, over 7 years have elapsed since RP reached a record high. Everyone knows what happened following that coin's market cap, but it all began with a bull run in 2017 when its value was inflated. They were involved in some shady dealings. At that period, they were the legal landowners. As a result of their orchestrated 50-cent reduction in XRP price, panicked sellers flooded the market. Ultimately, the price fell to 17 cents. We have succeeded. Despite the passage of 7 years, XRP is still only worth 48 cents today. I get that it tastes terrible. That hurts like hell. We should have been rich and retired by now, everyone here thought. However, that is not true. Those of us who bought green candles when XRP was going up in price are now completely broke. Please understand, I would prefer that you remain unaware of the sheer horror that I am experiencing. That hurts like hell. Oh, how awful. Had you been consistent, diligent, and brave enough to stick around this year to see what happened with Ripple and XRP, you would have been well informed on what to do with them. Better financial times are ahead of you nonetheless. Put your feet up. I won't be able to talk for this episode as you see how we got our hands on the recording of Brad Garland's house, which we showed you in the last video but didn't include at the beginning. We can go into this now that we've established that over the last 24 hours, the price of Bitcoin has climbed by slightly more than 1%, reaching 64,412. The arrival of Ethereum at 3,500 is 0.6%. Both DTA and USDC have been trading at their dollar pegs for the past 24 hours, as you may have noticed. Aiming for the 49-cent market, XRP is now trading at 487. Behind me, with my dog in a cone, there's music and dancing, and you might have overheard. His leg was operated on. Relaxation is difficult for him. Simply put, I was furious with him this morning. As he calls out to me, his eyes dart all over the place. I have no idea what he wants. Hurry up and tell him to go. Even if he will feel better after taking his medication and getting some rest, his decision to tackle the 2,364,000,000,000 Bitcoin market worth remains unaltered. Although XRP may not be considered a security in New York, it may be in California. Experts in the field of law have compiled this data. Excuse me as I explain it to you right now. So, this is the comment from this judge. Fred believes that a settlement is probable because to the little amount of damages and the jury's inability to find proof. To sum up, the court has made it plain that the jury, and not the judge, will decide if XRP purchased on retail exchanges is a security. There needs to be consistent pressure from the crypto community on federal legislators in California to classify XRP as a security, regardless of whether New York has done so or not. I agree with you, you are right too. I'm just a little judge from California who thinks it's a security in Texas, but then New York steps in and says it's not a security in the US. Argument was rendered moot once Judge Torres determined that XRP was not a security. I understand now. Simply put, the moment it's put into books, it goes boom. Out. Brad Garland's mansion is proof enough that I'm right. My gut tells me you're going to believe him. Although many have taken note and some have even raised the issue before, there are since yesterday, a plethora of inaccurate and misleading headlines have been reporting on the verdict in the XRP class action lawsuit. It makes me happy to hear that they are being criticized. Sure, I'd be happy to attach all the tags here. Just so we're clear. After the court rejected all of the class action claims, it did nothing further, and that was the turning point. The XRP ruling from the New York court that the cryptocurrency is not a security has not changed because the legal battle has not ended. All claims that Ripple's sale of XRP broke federal security regulations were rejected by the California court's conclusion. Without disclosing whether he had heard the announcement before to trading in several hundred XRP, the lone plaintiff in the upcoming state law trial did not purchase XRP directly from Ripple. In spite of everything, these trolls attempted to exploit statement manipulation to get class action settlements worth hundreds of millions of dollars from U.S. courts. Finally, I stand by my earlier allegations regarding any false information. I will be able to explain that in further detail throughout the trial. Do you have any idea who is thinking about this right now? I can't remember who it was, but when XRP's price fell, he wanted his 50 back. A couple hundred units had been bought by him. His case is now aiming for hundreds of millions of dollars. Minimal concern. Everyone seems to be suing over something these days. He warned me not to date myself in a prayer he uttered when I was a boy, a prayer that was said some 15 centuries ago. Someone took McDonald's to court over their overly hot coffee. Some people would sue over little issues to get what they perceive as an unfair advantage. I don't know if this is a loophole or not. These days, they mostly just struggled to make ends meet. A huge sum of money is what they're aiming for. To avoid ever having to work again, they decided to end their lives. Plus, for no reason at all, they will file 40, 50, or 60 lawsuits. Also, I'm crossing my fingers that they think of a lucrative idea. Indeed, such is the current state of affairs. In no world. Brad stated it quite well here. Are you kidding me? It was discarded. To this day, XRP remains unclassified as a security. Fourth, it's as easy as pie. This domino effect is the result. Fair Shake Pack CEO Brad Garlinghouse spoke about the industry's intentions to have a significant influence on the 2024 U.S. presidential election on CNBC Crypto World this week. Please subscribe and like my channel so that I can quickly respond.